If you are planning a trip to Islamorada, Florida Keys, here are 3 epic water activities that will give you the ultimate Keys experience. My name is Megan Jones, and if you're here for all things Florida Keys, from real estate opportunities to the best local spots to eat, hang out, and explore, and just what it's like to live an island life, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. As a local Keys resident, I will tell you life here is all about being on the water. Living on a small, narrow island chain, the water is my backyard, it is my playground. So come with me as I give you an inside scoop on how to experience Islamorada, Florida Keys the way they are meant to be seen, from the water. First up, the very well-known Alligator Reef Lighthouse. If you're looking for a day of leisure and fun on the boat and want to hang out with a more local scene, then this is where it's at. Forget the sandbar, head offshore, and anchor up at Alligator Reef Lighthouse. Sitting just about 3 miles offshore, its weathered metal silhouette juts out of the brilliant turquoise waters and is an iconic image of Islamorada. The crystal clear, shallow waters surrounding the lighthouse provide the perfect spot for rocking up the boat with friends, floating around, soaking up some sun, and for the adventure seekers, it is a great spot to explore the waters below. You can snorkel around and underneath the lighthouse structure, where you're going to find schools of colorful fish, clusters of conch, and if lucky, possibly a turtle or 2. And the next adventure I highly recommend is fishing the backcountry of Florida Bay and Everglades National Park. I will tell you, it's way more than a fishing trip. It is a whole awe-inspiring experience, one that you will never forget. The bay is positioned perfectly between the upper Keys and the bottom of Florida, providing an incredible vast landscape and diverse ecosystem that you just won't find anywhere else. Consisting of hundreds of mangrove islands, shallow grass flats as far as the eye can see, and intricate natural cuts and channels providing a perfect habitat for an abundance of life above and below the water's surface. From fish to sharks to turtles to dolphins and birds, oh my gosh, the birds you will see in the sky, dotting the mangrove islands, lined up on the grass flats. You won't know where to look. There will just be so much for your eyes to take in. From the most avid angler to someone who is pulling a fishing pole for the very first time, these waters are teeming with fish and provide something for everyone to catch at all skill levels. The bay provides a variety of fishing landscapes, from sight casting on the flats to enticing those fish out from underneath those mangrove islands, to casting into the natural cut channels or at the edge of the Gulf and at the bottom of the state, where freshwater meets saltwater. And if you're lucky, you might just see a few saltwater crocs. They're pretty awesome. I highly recommend, if you're gonna go explore these waters, to hire a guide. Having the knowledge and expertise of these local guides will provide you the ultimate day on the water. These experienced professionals have an intimate understanding of the area's tides, currents, and fish behavior, maximizing the chance of a successful and memorable day. It truly is a sportsman paradise here in the bay and all the waters surrounding Islamorada, putting it on the map as some of the best fishing grounds in all the world. I'm curious, if you had to choose between fishing and exploring the waters of Florida Bay or the waters of the Atlantic Ocean, which one would you choose? Comment below, I'd love to know. And lastly, not to worry, if you don't have access to a boat, that's okay. You can explore and have a great Florida Keys water experience right from a paddleboard or a kayak. What I love about exploring the water in this way is the serene connection with nature you'll get with this experience. You can appreciate the tranquility of all the surroundings and get to observe marine life up close without disturbing their natural habitat. Paddleboards and kayaks are perfect for navigating shallow areas, mangrove forests, and narrow channels that may be inaccessible by a boat. You'll get to encounter schools of fish hiding among the mangrove roots, manatees grazing on seagrass, or a pair of egrets feeding their young in the nest they built in the treetops above. With the canopy of the mangrove forest above you and the fascinating aquatic life below, you will have a very unique and immersive experience. There are many places around town that offer guided tours, which I highly recommend. And if you're self-guiding, don't be afraid to ask around and find out where the locals like to paddle to. I love sharing about this amazing island chain, and so if you're looking for that local insight to all things Florida Keys, make sure to subscribe here to my channel and also follow me along on TikTok and Instagram at MJ Selling Paradise.